Baghdad was a land where every street echoed with the signs of knowledge, and every brick concealed deep secrets. Thinkers, scholars, and philosophers from all over the world considered Baghdad their center. Scholars graduating from here held a unique place in society. Among the distinguished philosophers and judges of this city, Qazi Nouman had a reputation that soared to great heights. His opinion was highly regarded in every matter, and no decision was considered acceptable without his judgment. In one of Baghdad's ancient alleys, Qazi Nouman had a small classroom where people came to learn philosophy and knowledge. Today, Qazi Nouman had made an important decision. He wanted to test the depth of knowledge and wisdom of his four students. For him, this examination was not just a test of their intelligence and capability, but also a chance to prepare them better for serving the community. The room was filled with seriousness. The students sat deep in thought. Qazi Nouman decided to test not just their knowledge through questions but also their character. In the echoing discourse of the room, the true meanings of life began to unfold, and each answer opened the door to a new story. Qazi Nouman presented a strange and complex case before his students. A man prepared kheer, a traditional dessert for his guests. It was rich in fragrance and flavor. Unfortunately, the same kheer became the cause of their death. Upon investigation, it was found that while bringing milk, a servant saw an eagle carrying a snake. A few drops of venom from the snake's mouth fell into the milk. Qazi looked intently at his students and said, "This case is not just about an accident, it questions the principles of justice, intent, and responsibility. Think carefully. Who is at fault? Is it the owner, the servant, or was it just fate? Present your opinion with reasoning." The students began pondering deeply over this unusual incident. The first student stood up confidently and said, "This was due to the servant's negligence. Had he covered the milk pot, the venom wouldn't have fallen in. His carelessness led to the deaths of innocent guests. He deserves punishment." Qazi Nouman listened carefully and replied gently, "Your reasoning has merit, and yes, caution must never be abandoned. But making negligence punishable is only fair when there is ill intent. The servant's fault is carelessness, but not a crime worthy of a death sentence. Though valid, your answer lacks depth." He looked toward the second student waiting for his perspective. The student said seriously, "In my view, the real responsibility lies with the host. He should have tasted the food to check for any danger. Had he done so, the tragedy might have been avoided." Qazi responded thoughtfully, "There is merit in your point, a host must ensure safety. But was it mandatory for him to detect poison? What if the food had caused his death? Then who would be blamed? There's a difference between intention and precaution. Suspecting intent without evidence goes against justice." He rejected this reasoning as incomplete and turned to the third student. This student said firmly, "This was simply a natural accident. Blaming anyone would be unjust. The guests' deaths were fated. Connecting the incident to negligence or responsibility is unnecessary." Qazi said, "If fate is blamed, then nothing can be held accountable and punishment becomes meaningless. This too doesn't meet the standards of justice." He now looked to the fourth student. The student walked forward with calm confidence and said, "First, we must determine who witnessed the event, who saw the eagle with the snake, who saw the venom fall. If the servant is the source of this account, he becomes suspicious. He may have added poison. If the owner told the story, suspicion falls on him. And if no one witnessed it, then the one who made up this story is the real killer." Qazi Nouman listened closely, studied him deeply, then smiled and said, "You have truly understood the principles of justice. True justice comes from reaching the root of the matter. You have performed exceptionally in this test. You are worthy of this position." Qazi's tone carried a message of new hope in the room. His students' eyes sparkled. Qazi praised his wisdom and advised others to deeply understand philosophy and logic. He said, Knowledge is a treasure that not only makes one aware of the truths of the world, but also guides one's actions and character. Such was the love for knowledge that this incident spread through Baghdad's streets. People admired the wisdom of Qazi Nouman and felt proud of his students' insight. He was honored with titles and rewards. Qazi Nouman eventually appointed him as his successor. At that time, a Qazi's decision was considered final. Questioning it further was seen as a legal violation. Therefore, to become a Qazi, one needed to solve complex problems, understand Islamic law, and possess deep philosophical insight. Only those who had fear of God, strong knowledge, sound judgment, and high moral character were deemed worthy. Such individuals not only understood legal matters, but also upheld humanity and moral principles in their judgments.